Welcome to another daily database insight. And in this episode, I'm going to show you how to connect to an Oracle database from your laptop. So the first thing is on my screen here, I've actually SSH'd onto the database server. It's called the Aura DG01 server. And on my laptop here, I'm going to be trying to connect to the database hosted over here. So first, I will log on to the database as sysdba, and you can see I'm logged on. I can show you here what the database is. The database is called Insight D. Very interesting. Okay, so that's the database. So let me check something. Alright, so the database is called Insight D, but the DB unique name is called Insight DB. And the reason why I'm using that unique name is because I was using it to set up a data guard. So database name is Insight D. Most importantly, the service names is going to be Insight DB. I think I can also add Insight D as a service name, but I won't do that on this video. I'm gonna go back to the command line, and I'll actually bring my command line on my laptop. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna TNS ping. Pretty much, I just want to ping it and see whether I can reach it from my laptop. So Insight DB, and turns out that we are running through an error called TNS no listener type error. So now the focus of this video is going to be to show you how to fix this error. All right, so if you're on the database server, I'm able to connect, but when I'm on my laptop, I'm not able to connect because of that TNS listener. So the first thing is you have to check whether the listener is actually running, and turns out that that listener is not running. So let me go ahead and try to start this listener. All right, it is started, right? So now if I go back and check on the status of the listener, it shows that the status, it is running. So I'll come back here and try to TNS ping it again, and this time round I am able to reach it by the mere fact that you can see that the TNS ping is successful. So now let us try to connect to this database. So this is what we're going to do. So I'll try SQL plus, I'm going to try to go in as sys at that as sysdba. Every time you connect as sys, you have to make sure that you connect as sysdba. So I'll try that, and we have something. Let's see if I really remember this password, because I do not remember the password. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a generic user on that database, because I don't know the password for that sys. So I'm going to create a user here. Create user. I'm going to call this user Brentwood, identified by let's see the password for Brentwood. We're gonna call it bingo. Now this may be successful, may not be because of password rules. Let's see. Okay, so bingo is successful. And then I'm gonna grant Brentwood connection, and I'll go ahead and make Brentwood DBA. And maybe I'll go ahead and make him sysdba. Only if I could type correctly. So grant sysdba to Brentwood. All right, so now that is all done on the server. So let's come back to my computer here, my laptop, and I want Brentwood to connect as Brentwood. So I'll get rid of this as sysdba there, and we are connected. So look at that. That is Brentwood. So anyway, that is how you fix that error. TNS name listener error. So the TNS listener error, this one here, this is how you troubleshoot and eventually fix it. Now there is probably multiple things you may need to do in this case, but at least this is me trying to introduce you on what to look out for when you're trying to connect to an Oracle database, and how to troubleshoot the different scenarios, or at least one of the scenarios, to be able to connect to a database. If you found this useful, drop a comment on the chat section. If you know anybody else struggling with connecting to an Oracle database, you must show them this video. Otherwise, have a fantastic night.